Would you believe me if I told you that the side of this refrigerator used to be solid black? It was such an eyesore. It was all that you would see when you would walk into my kitchen from the mudroom, but I changed all that and it was done with paint and magnetic trim. And I'm going to show you how to do it too. This thing stuck out like a sore thumb, and I didn't have space to build a real enclosure since it sits flush with the dining room door. But my idea worked out great, so let's get into it. So the first thing I did was clean the sides of the refrigerator, and I used all of my strength, which isn't very much, to pull out that refrigerator. And I started with vacuuming. I found a ton of dust in there and an expired coupon. Then I gave the sides a really thorough cleaning with Crud Cutter, which, you guys, this is my absolute favorite cleaning product before I'm about to do a paint job. So definitely use Crud Cutter if you're going to paint cabinets or the side of your refrigerator. All right, so this next part was actually pretty scary. I needed to rough up the sides of the fridge just so that the primer and the paint could stick on there really well. So I scuff sanded the sides with 120 grit sandpaper and an orbital sander, and then I cleaned again with that same Crud Cutter. So this next part was even scarier, actually. It was time to prime the sides of the fridge. And the reason this was really important is because this was a tricky surface. It was glossy, even though I had deglossed it a little bit. But I had used a primer in the past to paint tile. It's called Inselex Sticks, and it is amazing. It is honestly meant for really slick surfaces. So I knew this was going to work great. I primed both sides of the refrigerator, and I made sure to let that dry, and then it was time to move on to the next part. So here we are finally at paint. For this, I used Benjamin Moore Advanced Paint in the color Hampshire Taupe and a satin finish. And this is the exact same paint that I used on my cabinets because I wanted an exact match for the refrigerator. So advanced paint is absolutely incredible. I cannot say enough good things about it, but it is also very expensive. So if you are trying this project, you don't have to use this exact same kind of paint. I really think that any kind of cabinet or trim enamel would work. You just do want to match it to your cabinets so that, everything looks cohesive. So do keep that in mind. For this, it took 2 coats of paint and the finish was perfect. I let it dry overnight, and then once that paint was dry, I pushed the refrigerator back into place, and you guys, pushing it in was so much easier than pulling the refrigerator out. And from one side, I thought, okay, this actually looks pretty good. And then I walked to the other side and I thought, well, this still looks dumb. The refrigerator looked like it was painted, and there was still that gap at the top of the fridge and the upper cabinets. So it just looked like a painted refrigerator. I mean, I made it like a little bit better, but I really hadn't solved the problem. I knew I had to cover that gap, but I didn't exactly know how to do it. And so I went to the store and was just walking around, and I ended up finding toe kick panels, which go at the base of your cabinets. They were about 1/4 inch thick. They were 4.5 inches wide. They were perfect. I knew that I could cut those down and sort of create a frame around the refrigerator to cover that gap and make it look like it was actually a refrigerator panel. So I bought those and I got to work. So I decided to dry fit all of this before I actually did a lot of work. And what I did is I started with the piece that was going to go across the top of the refrigerator. So I measured the refrigerator from side to side, and then I cut the toe kick panel with my circular saw. And now listen, the angle of this video makes it look like I'm about to cut off my leg, but I promise you that I was not in any danger. That being said, please do use something better than buckets for sawhorses. It was not my finest moment. Anyway, once I had that piece cut, I used high temperature hot glue to attach small but really super strong neodymium, I think they're called, magnets to the back of that piece. And then came the moment of truth. I put that piece against the refrigerator and it held amazingly. So from there, I knew I could repeat the process with the other pieces, first with the bottom piece, and then, measuring and cutting for each of the other pieces. And I worked on this one at a time because I wanted the measurements to be as accurate as possible. I knew I wasn't going to be able to caulk a bunch of gaps later, so I needed these to fit as precisely as I could possibly get them. Once I knew all of those pieces fit, I took them back off the refrigerator, and then I made sure to write on the back of each piece so I knew exactly where it went on the fridge. Once I did that, I primed and painted all of those trim pieces with the same primer and paint I used on the refrigerator because I really, again, wanted to make sure that this trim looked as much as possible like it was part of the kitchen cabinets and not like I had just stuck some random pieces of wood to the side of my refrigerator. And then once everything was dry, I put the magnetic trim pieces back into place on the fridge, and this was the moment I had been waiting for. Stepped back and oh my gosh, the trim did exactly what I wanted it to do. And then seeing that these magnets worked great, I decided to take advantage of the fact that the entire panel was magnetic. So I put magnets on the back of a piece of framed art and I put that on the side. And then I added some magnetic hooks to the side of the fridge and hung some decorative serving boards. And suddenly this wasn't just a way to hide the refrigerator anymore. It actually was giving me a little bit of usable decorating space too. Now, over the years, the biggest criticism I've received for this project is that people say I'm not letting heat escape and I'm going to ruin my fridge. So I just want you to know that it's been about 18 months since I did this, and everything, knock on wood, seems to be working well with the fridge, but there is still a way for heat to escape. So can't really see it, but up here it can come out the top. There is still a gap between this top cabinet and the top of the refrigerator. And then also on the other side of the fridge, that's still open. I didn't put any of the paneling on that side, so he can still escape that way too. It might be a risk. It's a risk I was willing to take. And the other thing is people tell me that I voided my warranty, and maybe I didn't even know there was a warranty. This fridge was in this house when I bought it, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But other than that, you know, I really think this was a creative solution. I absolutely love it. It's definitely helped this fridge blend in with the cabinets a lot better. And it didn't cost a lot of money or take a lot of time. So if you liked this idea, I would love it if you would subscribe, leave me a comment. I'm just getting started on these long form YouTube, so hopefully they'll get better with time. But I thank you for watching and sticking around, and watch for more videos coming soon.